Hey guys, in yesterday's video, or it may be a couple of days now ago, I wanted to talk to y'all about the ladder test that I had run. And I ended up running 3 of them. So I had 5 shot groups that I was going to run uh, at 100, and things just weren't working out. So I actually took 2 of the shots out of the groups, ran 3 shot groups, and did 2 extra ladder tests. So the first one that I had done, I had set up a ladder test with 10 shots, and I didn't use the last 2, which were 45.5 grains of Varget on a 168 Hornady boat tail hollow point and 46 grains. So the pressure just got too much, and I didn't shoot those last 2. So I wanted to go over those 3 those 3 groups with you, just so you knew what happened. I'm gonna scratch all the data. I'm gonna think about what I'm gonna do and set up all my reloads. The rifle didn't perform like I wanted to. After thinking about everything that went on yesterday, I want to go ahead and lap the upper receiver on my AR-10, my Palmetto State Armory AR-10. It did perform out the way I wanted. I don't think that it's squared up in the front. I don't think I should have to move a scope 3 feet down and 3 feet right just to get it on paper. So I'm going to I'm going to lap the upper receiver and go from there. But I'm going to try to figure out some groupings to set up for another test. So the first 10 shot group, I only shot 8 out of. They varied from 42 to 46, like I had said, 42, 42 5, 43, 43 5, 44, 44 5, 45, 45 5, and 46. So I only did the 8 lower. And out of the groups, only shot 4, 5, and 8 hit, which would have been 43 and a half, 44, and 45. And looking through my reticle, being the first time I ever shot out of it, I held at the 500-yard mark, and so I just hit high. It was just too much, and that's my fault. First time shooting 400 yards, and I'll take that. That's my fault. So I did realize that when I went to go shoot the second group. Now the second group I shot was only 43, 43 5, 44, 44 5, and 45, 44, 45 5. And I shot those at a 200-yard marking, realizing my mistake first time and overcorrecting. And what I got, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, was 43 5, 44, 44 5, 45, and 45 5. So I held it at 200 yards, and I'm way low. And so, I needed to fix that. Now, and I did. I actually let a buddy shoot. I was just kind of frustrated. I wanted him to get some time on the rifle too. And he shot these 2 and these 3. Now, I didn't record them, so I don't know which shot at what. It's promising. Now, his grouping altogether is 12 inches wide and 7 inches tall. At 400 yards, that's ridiculously large. The group that I had shot the second time was 11 and a half inches wide and 9 and a half inches tall. So at least it's shooting semi, together, or, semi-grouping together, but it just didn't do what I liked. So I wanted to go over this. I was hoping something great would come out of it, and nothing did. Nothing came out great out of the ammo. And so I'm gonna rethink this whole thing and go back through it and figure out where I need to be. The only good thing I that I found out for the Palmetto State Armory AR-10 or PA-10 was that the 400-yard hole, if I just paid attention to what I was doing, was just fine. So I think with going out shooting again at 400 yards, I think I'll be more comfortable with it. I'll have, hopefully, the next time I have a chance to lap the upper and find a rear bag to help me get some better shots. But at least I know where I'm shooting. At least I've kind of got an idea of what's going on. I'm going to add a chronograph into the mix at some point. That way ballistic software can be kind of a part of what I'm doing. But for generally just using the BDC and my Vortex Crossfire 2 4-12 by 44, it does its part if I do my part. So that's not so bad. I was going to make a separate video for the AR-15 that I have by Palmetto State Armory. But I'll add that into this one. I did take it out and re-zero it and take a look at it because I had pulled it off the rifle and put it back on. So I re-zeroed it, and my reloads that I have already created for those, 77 grain Nosler custom competitions, and I think I'm running 23.7 grains of Varget behind that. I shoot 1-inch groups all day long, 100 yards, not a problem. I can stack them on each other. I'm very happy with them. I had a group over here, and I'll just peek this in real quick. 100 yards, I had one flyer, but you kind of get the gist. They shoot really well. But I wanted to shoot it at 400 yards also, since it's the first chance I got, and they shot fantastic. I actually shot a 6-inch group at 400 yards with my AR-15. So 77 grain bullet, 400 yards, from this spot to this spot. That is a 6-inch spread, and that's fantastic. I was really happy with it. You know, about a 1 1/4 inch MOA at 400 yards. So that I'm happy with. That gun I've had time on. I've had 3 years for that gun, you know, and so it shoots really, really well. I'm excited. To get it to that point, though, I had to lap that upper also. I could never get it to group fantastically. It would stay around 2 inches. So when I started reloading, I wasn't seeing the consistency that I was expecting. So I lapped the upper, and everything changed. That gun completely has changed. And I run that Palmetto State Armory AR-15 premium bulk carrier group, 1-in-7 twist, a 16-inch barrel with a Strike Eagle 1-6, and its BDC is fantastic. That's the only shots I put out of it at 400 yards, and I'm okay with that. I really enjoyed that. So I'm gonna get back to reloading. I'm gonna figure out what I need to do on my reloads, and I've got it all labeled here. I've got them all marked out so that I have a history of it. I've got the round count on the gun. I'm trying to really pay attention to what's going on with this gun. It's a little bit bigger, you know, 308. I wanted to make it special, and so it's working really well. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Share it with your friends. If you got any questions or comments, just leave them below, and I'll answer them as soon as I get a chance. Thank you, and have a good day.